So as I say, today is our final review. And make sure to bring or to have a pen, pencil, paper, your book, a glass of water. And I wanted to start with this game with you. What's Left is the name of this game. But in this case, I want you to look on your left and grab anything that you have on your left. Okay? But do not show it to me yet. Okay? Grab that is on your left. When you're ready, you can give me some thumbs up, or if you want, you can write, yes, I got it. You got it? Okay, teacher Pedro is ready. I am ready. Who else is ready? Do you have the first thing that is on your left? And of course, something that you can grab, something that you can hold on your hands, with your hands. We will write the information on the chat. Yes, don't worry. Are you ready? Yes? So grab the first and nearest thing that is on your left. Now, can you describe the item or show the object? So 3, 2, 1. I have a book. So Victor, what do you have on your left? Abhishek, what do you have on your left? I want to know. Arami, Beta, Federico. I don't know why I cannot see my chat anymore. I have been having this problem.
Do you want me to read it for you?
Yes, please. Right? Yes.
Okay. So Karen says she has her cell phone.
Okay.
A chair. Arami says a chair. Federico says something that used for charge, maybe electronic devices. Abhishek says a pencil and eraser. And Betania says my cell phone. Maria, my book. Alejandra, water. Isabella, cell phone. And Nati Vera says I have paper.
Paper.
A piece of
okay.
Paper. Yeah.
Very good. So
Kenji
now
says a pillow.
Pillow. Okay. Wow, Kenji. So are you still in bed? Come on. Oh, maybe your bed is next to you or on your lap. That's fine. Don't worry. Okay. Water bottle. And okay. So that's good. So that's the first thing that is on your left. The one that says, someone says a chair. Can you like pick up a chair with one hand? Because the chair is like big though. Well, let's say that yes. But now I will give you a scenario. Okay? So this is the scenario. There is a zombie apocalypse and you students are going to fight the Walking Dead using only the object to your left. So in my case, for example, I'm going to fight with a book. Teacher Fed is also going to fight with a book. And then the rest
This will be the shield, teacher.
Oh yeah, shield, something like it. Yeah, because they might want to fight you.
Bye.
So you are going to put this on face. Okay, and then so Kenji, for example, is going to fight with his pillow. Then with the cell phone, maybe the cell phone, I don't know, with the lights, because the zombies cannot look at the light. I don't know. I think there was only one time that I watched The Walking Dead. So the thing is that when you are in a scenario, and sometimes when we are watching horror movies, like when we are watching them, there is always a person that is there like waiting or doing something, or when they hear a noise, and they're like, hello, somebody there, right? And then when they see the creature, whatever, they want to grab whatever is around them to fight the person, the thing, or run, right? Run for your lives. Okay, I wanted to do this activity just to cool, so you can lose yourself. And as I say, today we're going to start with the final review. Do you remember these pictures? Look at them. Can you name them? Can you write the answers in the chat box? We have been having internet problems this week. And I remember on Monday I had a class and my internet just gone. I was like speaking, talking, and nobody was there anymore. Can you write your answers? I will help you. Thunderstorm is the first one. Do you remember the second with the dog there? Yes, very good. Hailstorm, flood, lightning, windy, strong winds. Hailstorm. Very good. Or hailstones, right? Flood. Yes. Drought. Very good. And earthquake. Great. So these are vocabularies that we've learned in Unit 10. And do you remember how are they called? So thunderstorm, flood, drought, hailstorm, earthquake. How are they called? Very good. They are natural events. And when they are, in the case of flood, earthquake, they are extreme natural events. And the meaning of extreme natural events, short-term changes in the weather or in the environment that can have long-term effects. And as we know, these is a circle, right? So when we're throwing garbage everywhere in the river, or when we are cutting trees, these events happen. They're not natural events. In this case, when we are doing that, that's man-made, right? And these are extreme natural events. Yes, there is also tsunami, but here I don't have the picture of a tsunami. But that's an extreme natural event. Thank you, Romina. Okay, now I want you to look at the pictures. Here we have, let's say, is this a Ferrari? Is a Ferrari yellow? Can we? No, I think Ferraris are red. I've never had a Ferrari, so I don't know. I'm not good with the brands of cars. Oh, Lamborghini, there you go. Federico knows about cars. Okay, that's a Lamborghini. What do you think it might be happening? And then in the middle we have a house. And then we have a guy on the right, on my right. What do you think might be happening? Can you guess? Can you speculate? What do you think it might be happening, or it might happen? It might be happening with the guy. What do you think he's holding his head? What about the house? Car accident. Okay, he might lost a car and the house. Yeah, why not? So okay, now that you have the pictures and the questions, what we're going to do is we're going to form breakout rooms. Okay. The man has beds. Yes. Okay. So you're going to share your answer in your groups, okay? So let me see. Wow, all of a sudden there are many people in here. So let's say we're going to form 7 groups, okay? And you will have 3 minutes. No, I will give you 2 minutes to talk about and give your answers. Remember, join. You will see join on the screen. Please join your group. You got it? Yay, very good. Please join your groups. If you see join, give a join and go to your breakout room. I mute my microphone. I'm sorry. You were like, okay. So some of you says he might be worried, he might have debts. What else? The car might be expensive. There might be people inside the house, you know? So remember, when we are speculating, we use modal verbs, right? So, for example, in the case of the Lamborghini, it might be from a celebrity. It must be expensive. It might be difficult to drive, I said. No. Because this is a sports car, right? So it must be fast. And what about the house? There might be people inside. And remember, in order to speculate, when we are speculating, we need some clue. So in this case, for example, I see there are some lights inside of the house, so I can see it. And they might be at home. People might be at home. They must be at home. The lights are on, right? He might be tired. Yes, I don't remember who said that, but someone said that. He might be sad. He could be worried. So must, may, might, and could, they are modal verbs. So this is the grammar for Unit 10. We have must be, may be, might be, could be, and can't be. To talk about degrees of certainty, how sure, how certain you are about that something is true. We have 3 examples here. I saw her going into her house. She must be at home. So that means you are almost 100% sure it is true. Why? Because you saw her going into her house, right? She speaks Portuguese. She might be from Brazil, but I'm not sure. That's why I say I might. You can hear me? Can you hear me? Can you all guys hear me? Because Dalia cannot hear me. Okay, I was just checking. Okay, so she speaks Portuguese. She might be from Brazil. You are speculating, but you're not certain if she is or if she's not from Brazil. The only thing that you know, or the only information that you have, is that she speaks Portuguese, but you're not sure. That's why you're using might. I just saw him in the park. He can't be in the library. So when you are 100% sure that something it is not true, again, based on the previous information that you have, you can say you use can't be. And here we have the degree, the degrees of certainty. Must, you're almost 100% sure it is true. You use may not, may or may not, might not, could, not sure if it is true, but it is possible. And when you use must not, couldn't, and can't, you're almost 100% sure it is not true. And please notice the differences between may not and might not and can't. He may not be at home. It is possible that he is not at home, but you're not sure, right? And he can be at home. I just saw him in the park. So it is not possible that he is at home. Are there any questions? I don't know why my face is red. Okay. So we are speculating when we are using, in this case, must, may, might, could, can't, plus be. Very good. Okay, let's go to the next unit. Can you name these schools? Do you remember? These in the middle, on the right, on the left. Elementary school, very good. High school. Or junior high, middle school, and high school. Very good. Very good. Okay, so elementary school, junior high, middle school, and high school. So this was unit 11. So what we're doing is we are remembering and reviewing the vocabulary that we have there. And how about these school activities? So these are the school activities. I know that some of you are still in school, but there are also people that are not in school anymore, like me. Yes, sports team, choir, and chess club. I don't remember if it was Victor or Kenji, and who else said that used to play chess or still plays chess? Yes, chess club. Very good. And of course, remember that there are more school activities vocabulary from this unit. What I did today is I just brought some of them to review. Okay, Kenji used to. You don't play chess anymore, but Victor still plays chess. Wow. I wish I can play chess. That's something that I have to learn. Okay, what things did you used to do when you were in elementary school? Remember, when we are talking about things in the past, and here there is something that we use in order to express something in the past, but it's not true anymore. In the case of Victor, for example, he is a chess player. Kenji says, I was, so that means he used to play chess when he was in elementary school, maybe, right? And what are the things that you used to do? Okay, now we're going to form breakout rooms again, and you're going to talk about things that you used to do in elementary school and that are not true anymore, that you're not doing it anymore. Teacher Pedro says he used to dance Paraguayan music in elementary school. Yeah, Pericón, for example. Okay, let's form groups again. I remember that, and like when we were in elementary, when I was in elementary school, I was like I had a crush in my husband is not like that. I have a crush in one of my classmates, and I was like, I want to dance with him, teacher. I want to dance with him, and it was always with another person, of course, never with my crush. Okay, kids. So let's open all the rooms. What you're going to do is you're going to talk about things that you used to do in elementary school. Join your groups. Please join your groups. If you see in your screen, join, please click join. So what are the things that you used to do? Victor says, I used to play football. Okay, I used to play chess. Emilio says that he used to play chess. Grisela says that she used to be in a sports team. Yeah. Like I remember, I already said this in one of the classes, that when we get older, or I don't know, I guess it's only in my case, I don't like to play sports that are in where you have to be in contact with the other player, because I don't want to hurt anyone and I don't want to get hurt. The hard part of the chess is the strategy. I bet, yeah, you have to think a lot, I guess. Okay, very good. So I used to be in sports team, right? Some of you said that. I used to play basketball. I used to sing in a choir. Now I don't anymore, in my case. I used to sing very well. Chess. I used to belong to the chess club. And I used to win competitions against other schools. I don't know if that happens here. I think they have competitions like with the chess club. I know about math. They have these competitions. But I'm not sure about chess, but I think there might be people, schools that do this kind of competition. Okay, so remember when we use I used to, when we talk about what are the things that we used to do or the things that you used to do. I used to play with dolls, for example. I didn't used to like rock music. Now I do. So you used to play any instruments. So we have affirmative statement, negative statement, and question. And used to is to talk about past habits, right? So we use used to plus the base form of a verb for past activities or situations that are different now. We use didn't plus used to in negative statements. We use did plus used in questions. And used to is used to talk about things that were true in the past but are no longer true. And used to is not used with specific units of time. And here we have the examples. My family used to live in Paris is correct. But when you say my family used to live in Paris for 6 years, it's incorrect. So when we say used to is not used with specific units of time, it means you cannot use for 6 years. And this is your specific unit of time. If you want to mention or if you want to give specific time periods, you use the simple past. So my family lived in Paris for 6 years, okay? The negative form of used to is not used with a specific unit time units. Use the simple past in this situation. Oops, sorry. So when we are talking about things that were true in the past but are no longer true, we use used to. If we want to mention or if we want to say the specific time period is where we use simple past. Are there any questions now? Okay, let's continue. Remember, this was from last class. Remember? Housing options. Can you name them? I will help you. Oops. Yes, townhouse, farm, studio, very good. Cabin, mansion, yeah, and dorm or dormitory. Very good. Excellent. And I have the definitions of townhouse, that is a tall, narrow, traditional row house, generally having 3 or more floors. I used to live in a townhouse when I was in the States. Farmhouse, a house attached to a farm, especially the main house in which the farmer lives. And then we have a barn, because sometimes I think you can have a farmhouse and you don't have a barn. But you can, sometimes when they are selling, it says farmhouse includes a barn. So barn is a large farm building used for storing things, grain, hay, straw, or the housing livestock. Very good. You are super intelligent. And what things would you do if you live in a beautiful townhouse in a quiet village? What things would you do if you live in a studio apartment in a high-rise downtown? And what would you do if you live in a large mansion in the country far from nearest neighbors? What would you do? And here again, we're going to form breakout rooms, okay? So what you're going to do is to talk about what are the things that you will do. Join your groups. Please join your groups. Okay, so what are the things that you will do? I joined one of the groups, and Federico said that if he lives in a mansion, he will invite all his friends to have a party. And I said that I will do the same. So if I live in a townhouse, I will be in peace. If I live in a townhouse, I might have nice neighbors. If I live in an apartment, I won't have a lot of space. And if I live in an apartment, I might have a pet, maybe a fish. If I live in a mansion, I will have many rooms to clean. And if I live in a mansion, I might have many people working for me. And if you live in a mansion, of course, you have to have money. So what we do here is we started our sentences with the if clause, and then with mobiles. So we use if clauses for possible events in the future when one event depends on another event. That if clause can come before or after the main clause, and when the if clause comes first, we use a comma after it. We use a simple present in the if clause. So if I go to Japan, we use will, may or might, plus the base form of a verb in the main clause. Here we have the comma, I will visit Kyoto or Nara. We can use affirmative or negative verbs in one clause or in both clauses. And here is the structure. And here we have some examples. I don't get a job. If I don't get a job, I'll borrow some money. If I get a job, I won't have any free time. If I don't get a job, I won't be able to pay for things. Conditions with if. not, and unless. So when we use if plus not, is used to express a negative condition. So we say, if you don't buy a house, you will or you'll have to rent an apartment. But instead of if plus not, we can use unless. Unless is used to express a negative condition. If you don't buy a house, you'll have to rent an apartment. Or unless you buy a house, you'll have to rent an apartment. Are there any questions? So this will be our last review. No questions? Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go to your browser, and you have to go to the CCPA platform and complete the last quiz of Unit 12.
So Teacher Blanca, I think the practice quiz is the one that is just 10 questions on the practice quiz.
Ah, yes. Can you send the link? It will be the practice quiz.
Yeah, practice quiz. And the students can access that?
Yes, now.
Yeah, and then it won't take long. It's really
it will take
just the practice. Yeah.
Yes, because it's the same as the ones that we used to do it in previous classes. They have 10 questions. You just have to go to plataforma.ccpa.edu.pi.
Yes, because I cannot share the link of the quiz here because everyone has their account.
Yes, because you have your account, exactly. You have to log in with your account. But I don't know, maybe we can send the... There you go. Thank you, Abhishek.
Oh, Federico.
Thank you, Federico.
Oh, is it?
Okay, so Federico, for example, he already sent the view of the quiz. But
oh, yeah.
The one that Abhishek sent is the one that you have to enter. Let
me do like the clapping.
Yes.
Thank you, Federico. Yes, for your help.
Co-host.
Okay. Very good. It won't take long, students. It's really.
It will be quick.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess some of you finished the quiz, and so I also have extra information I want to share with you guys. And it's information about next global test. Finish. Very good, Talia. So what we're going to share with you is a brief description of the final global exam. As I say before, today will be your last class, and that's why today we have like a global review, and the final will be next class, Thursday the 25th. The final exam will be available in the platform on June 25th during class hours. Final exam access will be released on June 25th during class hours in the presence of teachers. The time allotted for the final exam is 50 minutes, meaning that once students start taking the exam, they have 50 minutes to finish. So this is not like the practice quiz. You will start, you will go to your browser, go to the CCPA platform, log in. Once you start the final exam, you will have 50 minutes. You cannot stop it. Okay, if you stop, that means, let's say you did 10 questions or 5 questions and then you stop, you cannot redo the test, okay, because this is the final test. Students can make only one attempt to make the exam, meaning that they can take the exam only once, okay? Access to the final exam will be denied if students attempt to continue taking the exam after time is out. So if you try to do the test after the 50 minutes, you will not enter or you will not be able to do it. Access to the final exam will be denied if students attempt to take the exam twice. Scores obtained after finishing the final exams will not be modified. Okay? And the exam, something that you have to know is that there will be multiple choices and there will be 25. In this case, it won't be 10 questions. It will be 25. It will be Thursday at 3, yes. The passing grade is 75%. Such grade is the average between the quizzes and the final score exam scores. And the passing grade is provided by the platform marking system. Okay, so you have to make sure to read your sentence, your questions, and click the correct answer. Students can see their passing grade in the platform section called Calificaciones. Okay, it won't be hard, Jonathan. Students also have to make sure to complete all the quizzes and unit exercises to have access to the final exam, okay? So you have to make sure if you didn't complete some of the quizzes from previous units, you have to make sure to complete them all. Otherwise, you won't have the access to the final exam, okay? Students can have more information about the exam in platform in the folder called Avisos. If you don't remember what teacher Blanca was saying or what teacher Pedro was saying, you can go to the platform and go to Avisos and read again the brief description for the final exam. Days before the final exam, students must find a quiet spot to take the exam. And you have to run a check on your computer, on your cell phone, to make sure everything is working well, and take all the unit quizzes, practice quizzes again, and tracking their time to enhance test taking performance. So the quizzes, the practice quizzes that we have given to you, they were all to check and to practice, of course, how fast you are. And the thing is that the quizzes that you have been taking is like for each unit, right? But in this case, since it's a global final quiz, you will have all the units in one test. So that's why it's important to focus, pay attention, read, reread, and then answer. Okay? If you have any questions, here are the numbers in where you can call to the branches. Yes, you have to join the Zoom meeting on Thursday, and the exam will be during the class. As now, for example, you see we did all the review, we have the breakout rooms, and then at the end, then I said, now you have to go to your browser, go to the CCPA platform, do the quizzes. It's not the same as we used to do with teacher Pedro with the Google Drive. Now is the real one, real life. Okay. Thank you, Victor.
Thank you. Yeah.
Teacher Blanca and Pedro, thank a lot for the excellent class. You're an excellent teacher. Best of the best. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you. And to answer Federico's question, yes, you can write to this email that I'm sending to the chat to the coordinator and explain your reasons why you cannot attend that. so you can talk to her by email, and they can tell you a special date for your makeup exam. Okay. So if you can, for students who are going to watch this later, and for students who are right here right now, you can write on this email and then to teacher Raquel Martins and tell her that you won't be able to join the final exam on Thursday, and then they can tell you what are the next steps.
Yes. So it would be better, for example, if you already know that you're not going to be able to be that day, to send us the email today or Monday, so as soon as possible. Okay, so they will respond to you. No, there won't be an oral exam, only written, multiple choice. You're like, yay! Okay, so that's all for today, guys. Thank you very much. Remember, these are the extra resources that I shared with you in order to practice your pronunciation, spelling, any mistakes that you might have, or if you want to correct. And of course, there is always the online practices that you have from your book. Thank you very much. Good luck for your exam. You will all do it super well because you are great.